now, this is me in a nutshell. Help! I'm in a nutshell! How did I get into this nutshell? Look at the size of this bloody great big nutshell. What sort of shell has a nut like this? I mean, it's just crazy.
Good day, and how in the heck are you? This is Al Weissman. Good day, and how in the heck are you? This is Al Weissman. And welcome to the current edition of In a Nutshell. We have what looks like it's going to be an informative, entertaining, and enjoyable show for you today. During the first hour of today's show, we will spend some time with Jenny Franck, a woman from Chicago, Illinois, with whom we will chat a little bit and upon whom I'm hopeful that we may prevail to display some of her musical talents for us. Appearing with Jenny Franck will be Matt Pantelis.
Pantelis, yes.
Okay. Jenny's lead guitarist. And then the second half of today's In a Nutshell, we will get into an eclectic assortment of music and possibly another treat or two. I want to remind you that our Facebook site, located at www.facebook.com/inanutshell with Al Weissman, Delores and I post announcements each week about things like who will be on that week's show, usually a sample of that individual's musical talent. We might list what guests we expect on other upcoming shows, occasional interesting musical blurbs, fun facts, and other crap. You may want to check out our Facebook site, and while you're there, you may notice at the top of the page a little teeny tiny isn't a cute box with the word like in it. And if you're in a charitable mood, you might just click on that box. We would appreciate that. And if you do click on that box, you will receive announcements. You'll be in our stream, and we'll be in your stream about future. No, we won't be. You won't be in ours. We'll be in yours about future shows, etc., ad infinitum, ad nauseum that I've already listed above. Will appear on your feed at absolutely no charge to you whatsoever. Jenny Franck sent along some promo material from which I would like to read a selection. Quote, Jenny Franck is a rising star in the alternative grunge scene. With an ever-growing passion for music, her love first started with the piano, then evolved to the guitar. Her signature sound is heavy with a twist of grunge and a voice that captures the soul. Her inspirations have influenced her direction. They are rooted from artists like Nirvana, Stone Temple Pilots, Silverchair, Elliott Smith, and Alice in Chains. Her evolution has been personal, musical, and spiritual in developing her writing along with her collaborative efforts. The passion you hear through her music is done like no other, delivering her life's events and emotions with such intelligence and grace. She says it in freestyle. She says it in style each and every time through some of the best grunge punk rock music on the planet. So in the studio with us today is a young singer, musician. She sings, plays instruments, and writes music. Without further ado, I'd like to introduce Jenny Franck. Accompanying her is her lead guitarist, Matt Pantelis. Would you like to say hello and just something briefly about each of you?
Yeah, hi. Thanks, hi, Al, everybody. For having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Sure, my pleasure. Could you play us a little tune to start off the show here?
Yeah, we're going to start you guys off with the song called Black Crows. It's
cool.
Coming up on our my Beautiful Lies album that's out on March 11th. So
cool. We'll talk about your March 11th album during the course of today's show.
Yeah. Sounds exciting. Black crows, big wings, fly by and sing. They had me wrong. They died. I won. here waiting around for you to see me here. I can't be what you dreamed. I'm aware that you recognize the best of sides. Still I sit and I wonder why. 'Cause I want to show you how much we're not over. We're just getting started here. They keep rearranging our plans, they keep changing. Get ready to face your fear. Something's holding me down, stuck inside me, just spinning around. I can't escape from me. This is all I see. Each time I fall down is harder on me. Something's holding me down, it's just making me drown.
Inside me, spinning me around, and I can't escape from me. This is all I see.
Each time I fall down, it's harder on me. Each time I fall down, it's harder to breathe. Each time I fall down, it breaks underneath. Black crows, big wings, fly by and sing. They had me wrong, they died, I won.
Yeah, I love that song.
All right.
That was great.
Thank you. Thank
Dynamite song. That's a heck of a song.
I hope you don't mind if I tune while we're chatting and stuff.
Tune away.
Cool, thank
Tune
you.
your heart out. What did you write that song?
Mm-hmm.
By yourself or collaboratively?
That by myself.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice song.
Yeah, thank you.
Very, very nice. Now you actually have 2 EPs out?
I do. I have, yes, Nothing Girl. It was my first one.
Nothing Girl?
Yeah. And Unplugged. My other one.
And those are still available for purchase if anyone is interested in that?
Yeah, you can at my website at jennyfrank.com, actually.
Very cool. Very, very excellent. And how did they go? Did they go well, your first 2 EPs?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Each time you're in the studio, it's a new experience. It's I think each time you grow, anytime you're working with anyone,
Sure.
So.
Sure. Did you get the kind of a response that you'd hoped for, or was,
Yeah. It was a great response.
Great.
Yeah.
And now you mentioned that you have a new CD coming out March 11th, correct?
Yes, I do.
Can you tell us a little bit about that? That sounds pretty cool.
Yes. It's called Beautiful Lies, and it was recorded and locally. It was at a place called Vibe House Productions in Rockford with Jabin Pinnell.
Okay.
He's actually he recently worked with Jackie Chan on one of his movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's a song that Jackie Chan sings in, and it was funny when I was working with him on this album. He'd be playing me tracks. He'd be like, "This is Jackie's voice." I was like, "Oh, that's so cool." That
is cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. So
very, very nice. How many songs are on your new CD?
It's a 10 song album.
Are they all original, or are there any covers in there?
They're all original.
And in what way would you say the new CD is similar to or different from your prior releases?
It's definitely produced well.
That
time
counts
around.
for a lot.
Yeah, it really does.
Sure.
Yeah.
Production values are amazingly valuable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot more instrumentation within the songs, within the course of a song. You know, it's more layered. You know, I focused on layering this one more so than, you know, the other ones are kind of like, you know, kind of rough around the edges and more acoustic. You know, I love that style too.
Yeah, sure.
So, yeah, that's something special to be said about that.
And why did you choose to put out a full length album instead of an EP or a single? Or have you released some of these on singles?
Yeah, Black Crows is actually released now, so that's downloadable on iTunes, Google Play, all that stuff. But the reason why I chose to put out a full album is I love albums. I'm old school. I love CDs. I still go to the store and buy my favorite band CD. And I love getting like a full. I don't like, you know, I mean, EPs are great. I love EPs too, but there's just something to be said about like an album. You know,
it's a work of art.
It's a work of art. Exactly. Thank you.
Right. Good point.
It really is.
And what is the meaning behind? I'm sorry.
Nothing. I told Matt. I said, "You hit the nail on the head."
That's
Matt.
right.
I enjoy building things.
What is the meaning behind the title, "Beautiful Lies"? Is this a song title you've been waiting for the right CD to come along to use in connection with, or how did you come up with the name?
You know, it's a song on the album, and the song on the album is a little bit different than the album title, the meaning of the album title. Beautiful Lies is, you know, to me, it's a representation of, you know, when we're little, we grow up, we're born as innocent children into the world, and as we grow, you know, we kind of realize things, and we get older, and, you know, life kind of slaps you in the face.
Sure.
It's a beautiful lie.
Okay, that makes sense. Would you like to play another tune for us?
I would love to. Would
Please.
you? How about you, Matt?
Count me in.
Okay.
Which one are we doing?
We're going to play, this next song is called Blue. Kissing all of you. You got your hands all tangled up into. While someone else is standing close to you. She brings, I can't decide whether to go, stay on the ride. I feel blue. I'm the one that's close to you. Blue, when I'm feeling love for you. Your mind, I'm spending
You've got a fan for life. I'm telling you this right now.
Aw,
Very, very pretty. Very nice.
thank you so much.
Sure. Matt, I'm going to pick on you for a minute.
Sure thing.
Are you? Did you live in Chicago all your life, or are you a transplant?
Actually, I was born and raised in Chicago.
Really?
Moved around the suburbs a little bit with my mother as I was growing up, but spent most of my weekends with my father, who's actually a firefighter for the city of Chicago. So
that's nice.
I'd get on the train, or
I always considered that to be probably one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. Firefighters, people don't really appreciate how they put their lives on the line every time they go out.
It is true. Every time they clock in, they're there for you. Absolutely.
It's an amazing job. It's an unselfish job.
Mm-hmm.
Incredible. And what bands have you toured with prior to joining up with Jenny?
I used to tour a lot from about 2006 until 2010. I was in quite a few bands, and actually met the rest of the guys that we're jamming with. Excuse me. Kevin and Ryan. I actually met them during my touring days, and unfortunately they couldn't be here with us today, but they're a band they're a band that I prefer to tour with. A couple of guys who are real hard workers, and
you can mention names if you wish.
Yeah, Kevin Rendelman and Ryan Kramers.
Okay.
And they're great guys. They're great guys, and they like Jenny's music as much as I do, and we couldn't be happier to be performing with her.
Cool.
And I couldn't be happier to have them.
That's great. That's really great.
One big happy family.
Yeah.
So where have you toured?
I've been to Canada a few times, nearly every state in the United States except for Hawaii, Alaska, and maybe Maine, I think, possibly. But I've also done some tour work in the United Kingdom and Europe as well. So
nice.
I've been around, but I didn't spend enough time there to become a worldly man.
You were there for business.
Yeah.
Doing tours, doing gigs.
Get in the van, unload the van, play the show, load the van, get in the van, go to the next one.
That's a shame, really.
It is.
Well, one of these days you'll take some time.
There's a wealth of knowledge involved as well, and being able to meet the people that I've met over that time was truly something that I cherish.
Very nice. Very nice. Now, what about playing with Jenny? How'd you guys get together?
I actually reached out to Jenny because I was doing some home recording of my own, and I needed a female voice, and I listened to some of Jenny's music online and just absolutely fell in love with it. So called her up, and then heard more of her album and decided, hey, if you need a lead guitarist to do some of these parts, count me in.
Nice.
Eventually, thought to myself, why not just get a whole band together? So I reached out to a couple of good buddies of mine, Ryan and Kevin, and that's kind of how it all started.
Cool. Very nice. Kind of like mellow flowing together of people.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. The vortex.
The vortex. And what part about playing with Jenny do you like the most?
Her creative aspect it's beyond most people that I've actually met, that I've performed with or heard. And the fact that even though she has these songs written, she is still very gracious in allowing us to contribute more of our creativity. So the solos that I played today aren't necessarily the solos that you hear on the album, but nonetheless, she enjoys them and I enjoy playing them, and it's really a nice convergence of our artistic intellects, and she appreciates that as much as I do.
I got to say, your and her music is very pleasing to the ears.
That's great.
Very nice.
It's great.
I think we mesh well.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like your style.
We write similar. We actually do.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, I agree. I love your song.
I love your songs.
Do you have a favorite song coming off Beautiful Lies?
I got to tell you, I think the whole thing is just absolute gold. I've heard a lot of music, and I love music, and this album is just, like you said, it's very pleasing.
Nice. Do you play any other instruments besides the guitar?
I mean, I played bass for a while I was touring. They're kind of similar, however, in a live application, there are certain things you should do and shouldn't do. I used to play drums. I started playing drums when I was 3, and I had a Muppet Babies drum set.
Cool.
So I used to play a lot of Alice Cooper with the rest of my family.
Okay.
So that was a lot of fun. But I've
You must
really
have been one wild 3-year-old out there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So
You're from a musical family, you're saying?
Yes, yeah.
Right.
They enjoy music. Not many of them actually continue to play music, but nonetheless, it's like therapy to my family, and I'm sure millions of families around the world.
So what instruments were played by which members of the family?
We
when they
had
played?
Uncle Buck on the guitar.
Okay.
My dad, he would play guitar as well. I don't necessarily think we had a bassist, but Uncle Bud would actually jump in there every once in a while too. So
Okay.
it was a lot of fun. Not just, acoustic instruments, but there was a lot of air guitar, air drums as well. So
Okay.
we had a lot of fun. I definitely, I believe that that's the reason I still play today, is because of the connection that I made and the love that was evident in performing music with other people. It's a truly amazing relationship.
I bet.
Yeah,
I bet. You got to really have an amazing relationship to make beautiful music.
it's true.
What's your favorite instrument?
I'd have to say my imagination.
Okay.
Absolutely. Without it, it's just a piece of wood with some strings on it.
That's true.
You
That's
know?
true. When you're in your car driving along, or in your room at night, or wherever you go to be alone, what kind of music do you listen to?
I found myself listening to a lot of jazz recently.
Yeah.
But also, it doesn't end at jazz. I like a lot of death metal stuff. I enjoy alternative music. You might catch me listening to some pop music. Really just, I listen to music to kind of escape from the everyday, trials and tribulations. So it's a therapy for me rather than just popping in a CD. I listen to music to exist.
I see. Nice. All right, Jenny, how about you? Did you ever take singing lessons or anything along that line, and like sing along with the choir in elementary school or whatever?
Yeah, I took choir for a semester in school, and it didn't work out.
You got to talk right into the mic because people might not hear you otherwise.
Can you hear me
Yes,
now?
that's better.
I can
Thank
hear you.
Okay. I took choir in school for a semester,
Okay.
and
And high school or elementary?
in high school.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work out.
No, I wasn't. I don't have the. You have to have a certain voice for choir. You use your falsetto a lot. Yeah, I don't use my falsetto too much, so.
I see. And
It was a nice experience. I met a lot of fun people, and how that goes.
that was the extent of your contact with external teaching sources for singing?
For singing, yes.
How about instrument?
For instruments, I started off on the piano. I took piano lessons for a couple of years.
Suzuki method? No?
What is that?
Well, yeah.
That's a method of teaching small children, and then as they grow up,
Oh, okay.
it gets more and more complex.
Very
but it's something
cool.
that's manageable by small children relatively
Probably
easily.
no. Yeah, I was definitely not. I was taught the chopstick method,
Okay.
the traditional. Yeah,
Traditional chopstick.
the traditional chopstick.
It's great.
I played Jaws for hours.
Okay, we're going to take a break here. But before we do, I have to read this public service announcement. The Fremont Township Community Response Team reminds you to be prepared after a winter storm. If you go outside, dress warmly, wear a hat and gloves, and work slowly. Your body is already working hard just to stay warm. Avoid overdoing it when shoveling snow, as extreme cold will put extra strain on your heart. If you have heart disease or high blood pressure, please follow your doctor's advice. Falling is extremely easy on the ice. Many cold weather injuries result from falls on ice-covered sidewalks and driveways, so remember to clear the snow. Actually, snow gives you a little traction, doesn't it? The snow, a little bit of snow on the ice. If you can't get rid of the ice. Salt or sand can be used to reduce risk of slipping. Stay safe and keep warm. And we will be back in about 3 minutes. So don't touch that dial.
Galaxy Stone Design is a proud sponsor of WRLR. Galaxy Stone Design has over a decade of experience in the fabrication and installation of granite and marble surfaces in the Chicagoland area. Their team of professionals handles commercial to residential projects. Galaxy Stone Design inventory includes granite, marble, handstone, and siltstone surfaces. For more information, their telephone number, 847-271-7233. Their website is galaxystonedesign.com.
We're the Brecker Brothers on a mission from God to bring rock music into your life. We know rock music is the energy source to inner peace, and rock is the fresh air you breathe. Be it classic rock, British invasion, or pop rock, that's the nourishment you will receive when tuning into the Brecker Brothers on WRLR every Friday night from 8 to 10. And remember what St. Peter said, "Upon this rock music, I will build my church."
Hi, this is Todd from Retro Radio, and I know retro. That's why I listen to Mark Shanahan's Doo-Wop Hour every Monday afternoon from 2 to 3. You'll hear the best in 50s doo-wop and 60s surf music. That's Mark Shanahan's Doo-Wop Hour every Monday afternoon from 2 to 3. Only on WRLR.
Coming up on the ADHD Radio Network.
Steve. Are we on?
Did you know that frogs never drink?
Why is that?
Because it makes them jumpy, Bob.
Breaking news. The Energizer Bunny's been arrested and charged with battery.
For this and more comedy, listen to the Improv Comedy Show on WRLR 98.3 Radio, 7 to 8 p.m. on Thursdays.
Good afternoon. Is there anything I can help you with today?
I'm looking for something in a good midday radio show. It should be interesting and fun with good music.
Well, there's a show called In a Nutshell with Al Weissman on WRLR 98.3 FM from 1 to 3 p.m. Thursdays that has retrospectives on singers and musicians and occasional live performances by local talent.
Perfect. What show was that again?
That's In a Nutshell with Al Weissman on WRLR 98.3 FM Thursdays from 1 to 3 p.m. and it's guaranteed to affect a positive mood swing.
Now, this is me in a nutshell. Help! I'm in a nutshell! How did I get into this nutshell? Look at the size of this bloody great big nutshell. What sort of shell has a nut like this? I mean, this is crazy.
The Nut and Candy House of Wakanda is a proud sponsor of WRLR Radio and its annual Geo Awards. The Nut and Candy House provides products in bulk for the customer. The shop features raw nuts as well as salted and unsalted nuts. Their snack and trail mixes are made in-house. They have milk and dark chocolate sweets, sugar-free candies, and 40 different varieties of Jelly Bellies. The Nut and Candy House is located at 581 Bonner Road in Wakanda. Their phone number is 847-526-0700 and fax number is 847-526-4093. Their website is www.nutandcandyhouse.com.
WRLR 98.3 FM.
Al Weissman, in a nutshell, we're back. I want to give a shout out right now to Joe Molman for introducing me to Jenny Frank Ward and Matt Pantelis. Thank you very much, Joe. You're doing a heck of a job.
Go Mojo! Woo!
Very cool. All right. Would you folks like to play another tune for us?
Yes, we would. I'm actually going to start us off with a cover.
Okay.
It's called Radioactive by Imagine Dragons.
Sure. Great.
All right.
Excellent choice.
Try it out here. Waking up to ash and dust, I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust, breathing in the chemicals. breaking in, shaping up, then checking out of the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Waking up, I feel it in my bones. It's enough to make my system blow. Welcome to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, oh. Raise my flag and don my clothes. It's a revolution, I suppose. We're painted red to fit right in. Breaking in, shaping up, then checking out of the prison bus. This is it, the apocalypse. Whoa, I'm waking up, I feel it in my bones. It's enough to make my system blow. Welcome to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, I'm radioactive, radioactive. Whoa, oh, oh. All systems go. The sun hasn't died. Deep in my bones, straight from inside, I'm waking up. I feel it in my bones. It's enough to make my system blow. Welcome to the new age. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. Whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, I'm radioactive, radioactive. Whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, I'm radioactive, radioactive. Radioactive. I'm waking up to ash and dust. I wipe my brow and I sweat my rust. Breathing in the chemicals.
Nice. Very nice.
Thank you. It's a little twist on the radio version, but you know.
Sure. Very nice. I liked it better than the version they did at the Grammys. So.
I think I missed that.
Oh, okay.
Was there a version played?
Yeah, there was. Would you call yourself a prolific writer?
A prolific writer?
Yeah. Do you write a lot of songs? Or?
Yes. You know, I have a song catalog right now of over 150 original songs, yeah.
So, like, tell us about your creative process. Do you need a certain place? Do you have a phone booth? Do you curl up in? I mean, where do you do it? When? Does it have to be late at night? Can it be anywhere? Can it be out in the park? I mean, everybody has a different way of doing it.
It can be anywhere for me.
Yeah?
Yeah. If I'm out, like, outside writing, I think, you know, I think it does affect the style of my writing a little bit, of the song structure. Like, it may be a little more freer, more open, but I can write anywhere. That's what I do. I mean, I don't know. That's like the only thing that I really have been able to just do.
Okay.
You know?
Well, how about the Black Crowes? How long did it take you to write that song?
Maybe probably a good 12 hours. I hammered it out. Yeah. Like note by note, I'll go and, you know, pull it out of my brain and just, you know,
just sit there and write it.
I just try
pick
to
it out.
I try to follow. I try really hard to follow what's, you know, what comes next in my head for the song.
So do you do the music and the lyrics simultaneously, or does one come before the other?
Sometimes it'll be simultaneous. It'll start, like, usually a melody will pop into my head of lyrics, and then I'll put something to the guitar. It's easier for me to write on the guitar than it is the piano. It's kind of interesting, but. Or maybe not.
Do you usually write alone, or do you collaborate, or do you do both?
I want to collaborate, but I usually write alone right now.
It sounds like when you get together with your with the rest of the members of the band, that everybody's input seems to be accepted and maybe the song modified in accordance with that?
Yes.
That can be arranged.
Yes, it's very, very important to, when I'm playing with Matt and Kevin and Ryan, that they put their personal touch into what they do, because Matt's, he's a guitarist, Ryan is a bass player and Kevin is a drummer. I think it's important that anyone that I'm playing with, really, for them to express themselves.
Sure.
Because that's what they do. I'm not a drummer. I don't know how to play drums. I can't tell someone how to play.
Okay. And I know you mentioned the guitar and the piano. Do you play any other instruments? I know you don't play the drums, but.
No, I don't play any other instruments.
Okay. And how about in your family? And anybody else in your family musical? Siblings, parents, grandparents, uncles, aunts, grandpa?
I'm learning, with the Facebook technology, I'm learning that I have a lot of extended family that's very musical.
Really?
And I actually met someone that I'm vastly related to, in Kankakee.
Okay.
Who is just an amazing guitarist.
Really?
So, yeah.
Oh, how interesting. Isn't that fascinating when you find something like that?
Yes, it's crazy. But other than that.
What about the music shop up in Crystal Lake, too?
Yes, my cousin's husband. I don't really know what to call him. What do you call your cousin's husband? The second cousin?
Cuz,
yeah.
Hey, man. How's it going?
Yeah, totally.
Call him Harvey or whatever.
Yeah. He works at the Players Bench.
I believe so.
Yeah, the Players Bench in Crystal Lake.
I was up there getting some new strings before we did a little performance. And Jenny came walking in. She's like, "Hey, Matt, okay." And then walked up to the counter and saw that it was, I forget his name.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Another Ryan.
Yeah.
That was
small musical world.
It
yeah.
For a vast audience.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth? Although, something I've been finding, the more I have people on the show such as yourself, there's a deep vein of talent around. Mm-hmm. There really is.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And most people don't even scratch the surface of it. I mean, there's so many talented people out there who can, play instruments and sing songs, and we're going to get them all on the show sooner or later. So that's the
You're
objective.
going to collect everybody.
Yeah.
You guys, do you think you could do another tune for us?
We would love to.
Please.
Yeah.
We're doing color screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Paint my lips a color green. You think you called it how you seem. Tunnel through 1 and 2. I like to call me mean at you. fake color green. I think I called it how you seem. Tunnel through me to you. You like to call you me, not you. Me, you.
Nice. Color Screen. Is that on your new album?
That is, yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very nice. Is there any particular singer after whose style you're petting your own?
I actually, I always hated my voice because I'm a female singer, so I always tried to sing like a guy. But then
You flunk.
I gave it up.
You know, I find it kind of rare that actually find a female alternative singer that I can listen to as much as I can listen to you.